Welcome again. This video is unbelievable. Um, it's about two Asian men. Uh, it's like an hour and 20 some minutes. They're talking about, I guess in Japan, they're gonna have there's empty homes. It's like a whole town. Actually, it's like a town that no Japanese people live in it, and the Japanese apparently need workers because, as I said, I don't know if Japan is considered a Western world, but pretty much it has a really high living standards compared to India and some parts of China and Africa, of course. It has. I guess Japan is coming up, man, and it has a very high living standards. So, and they're the same thing. They're having a decline in population. They're having a decline in birth rate, not population. They have a huge population, but they have a decline of birth rate, meaning they're not producing children that they need to take over for the dying and getting older population. So they thought about it and they said, okay, I guess apparently they built these beautiful this guy is calling it ghettos. I don't know if it's how he's just saying it's an empty town. It's like a ghost town. Nobody lives there, and they're gonna bring Africans from Africa, Zimbabwe, and I don't know, all over wherever Africa. They're having a contract with the government, and they're gonna use them as workers. This is sad for Africa, I feel, in a way, because in a way they're expanding to other countries and whatever, but in a way their president is kind of selling them and sending them to a different country for what? For a better life, apparently. But are you going to get a better life? To me, I don't know. But let's listen to a couple of things they're saying. It's just like you cannot listen to all of it, but it's ridiculous. Their mindset is extreme. They're calling the Africans low IQ, uncivilized, like different things. It's just like I'm surprised these guys are online talking like this. And I think they're American-born Asians. I don't know if they live in Korea now or something.
Or the people decide who your neighbors are. Because if you think about it, if the government gets to choose who lives next to you, then they call that controlled migration. But if you decide who your neighbors are, they call you a racist? Let's break it down. Things that you have to tell people you're going to do. Ooh. In the news, over the weekend, is something that you were very upset about.
I was shocked.
I was shocked.
I was shocked to my core. I was shocked to my core, man. So let me do a little introduction for all you guys. Here we go. Let's play.
City for 3 days from August 20th. JICA, the Japan International Cooperation Agency, plans to designate at least 4 Japanese municipalities as hometowns of African countries as part of its initiative to deepen exchanges. So far, Nagai City in Yamagata Prefecture is expected to be named as the hometown of Tanzania. Kisaraza City in Chiba will be paired with Nigeria. Sanjo City in Niigata will connect it with Ghana, and Imabari City in Ehime for Mozambique.
Oh, did you hear that? Did you hear that the Japanese government this week is meeting together with all of the nations of Africa? And in all of those nations of Africa, 4 have been selected to go to the island. It's kind of like that movie, right? And so, Nagai, Yamagata Prefecture, is now going to be home of Tanzania. The Kisaru Chiba Prefecture is now going to be Nigeria's prefecture. And Sanjo, Niigata Prefecture, is going to be for Ghanans. And Imabari, Ihim Prefecture is going to be for Mozambique. So we have Tanzania, Nigeria, Ghana, and Mozambique officially moving into Japan. These 4 cities and prefectures. Amazing, man.
So, okay, I looked a little into this, and this is what I took from it. Japan has like Korea, Japan has a birth rate problem, has a worker problem, has the population pyramid is very heavy on the older generation and very low on the youngest generation.
Yes.
It's an upside down pyramid.
Yes.
This is a huge problem for society,
Yes.
for demographics, for population, etc. So in order to curb this problem, the solution that the Japanese are thinking or have thought of is that we are going to control migration by bringing in young African workers.
Yes.
And we're going to put them in their own areas per country and basically create these migrant ghettos.
Yes.
Number one, that's a horrible idea.
That is why I was so shocked, Matt.
Horrible idea.
I was so shocked. I sent it immediately to you once I saw it. I was like, I can't believe this. And then, as I told you over lunch, I went down the rabbit hole for at least 30 minutes. I looked up each one of these. I looked up Nagai, Kisaru, Sanjo, and Imabari.
So basically, they are shocked, these 2 men, not because they're these poor African migrants are going to be used as labor force, probably not be paid enough, just cheap labor, and put into a ghettos, like away from their families. And they're not mad about that. They're mad that China is allowing Japan is allowing this. And they're afraid. I mean, this is long video. I cannot, it's too much for you guys to watch, but pretty much the way they're speaking and talking, it's just like, if we allow this, Japan is not gonna be Japan. Everything's gonna be different. These people are gonna take over. They're even talking about people, they're Japanese women marrying or being with these Africans. Curly kids are gonna be born. Curly hair kids are gonna be born. Pretty much China is gonna be gone. So it's just, anyways, this is a crazy video. If you guys want to watch it, you guys can go watch it. It's just called Japan's Ghost Towns, and they're giving it to Africans, basically. Thank you.